Hello, how are you? Good morning. Today's lesson here will speak about the speed, but on the terms on biology, which are found inside the human body, and how these cells and also respiratory system is working to get enough energy for different types of people to be athletics or even to be satisfied with their amount of energy that they are producing. You can find here that he first speaks about someone he named the Usain Bolt, that he made a huge difference in the Olympics in 2008. He said that most of the marathon runners they take an average speed which is 6 meter per second, but Usain's average speed was better than them, and it's more than 10 meter per second. He didn't take a breath until he crossed the finish line. His muscles had to manage without extra oxygen. How they can contract enough to get him this fast, we will know this later. But he said here no one could beat him. No one could go through him, even for the 100 or 200-meter race. But he could win all of the marathon like Martin Lill. He said that sports scientists here they look for answers by studying runners' muscles to understand that the muscles of the human body you have two types of those muscles, like the same way when you take a roast chicken and you said that two sorts of meat that is found inside his body, one on the breast and the other on the legs. Both of them has different shapes also and also different fibers. The humans are the same. They have different two types of these muscles inside their bodies. Two of them, we call it a slow twitch and also fast twitch. You can find here inside this diagram the differences here on this paragraph and also the table. Differences here between the usage for the muscles and how they can be different from each other. You can find here that the color is different, contraction speed is different, endurance is different, force produced is different, and also capillaries found inside them is different in their size. You can find here that also this paragraph or graph showing us how the force being produced by a slow twitched muscle and also the fast twitched muscle. When the time is moving, you can find here also by the percentage inside this table that the athlete by using each type of those muscles is different from each category. A marathon runner, he is using more slow twitch muscles than fast. In 10 meters, the fast is using more to get a higher amount of force. And also the weightlifter, he's the same. When I'm asking myself what causes this amount of the energy to be produced inside the human body, you can find here that there are power stations found inside the human body. We call it the mitochondria. Each cell inside our body having the nucleus, this nucleus, they are responsible for jamming against the membrane, and they are producing a huge amount of orders to go through these cells, which basically when they want to get the energy they have to go for the mitochondria. So we said here you can find the dark orange filaments that is found inside the cytoplasm. They are using energy to make the muscles contracting, and this happening when there is a round shaped material between the filaments and the they are named the mitochondria. The mitochondria they are used to produce a huge amount of energy inside the human body. How could this happen? He said that if you want to get a sufficient amount of energy, there are two ways to get them by the respiration happening inside the human body cells. So he said here when Martin runs a marathon, he uses all his stored glucose for respiration. And there are two types of this respiration process. We call the first one aerobic and the other one we call it anaerobic. The aerobic respiration here, the process that uses oxygen to be able to get the energy from. So he said here, Martin here is using aerobic respiration, but Martin's slow twitched muscles specialized in this. But you see in race, you can find here it's over in 10 seconds. He needs a lot of energy fast more than Martin, and also his muscles. Cells store fuel, but they cannot store oxygen and they can't wait for his blood to bring it. That's why when he draw his graph, you can find here the difference between the two different types of the aerobic and anaerobic respiration. For the second part of the respiration here, he said that when muscles work hard for less than 2 minutes, they get most of their energy from the anaerobic respiration. This doesn't need oxygen, it releases only 5% of all the energy, and this amount of the energy that being produced using make the fast twitch, the fast twitch muscles to specialize in the anaerobic respiration, but all runners use it when they start running. So he keep the amount of energy for a longer period of time where he can use it into his body. That's why he keep his anaerobic respiration being uh, uh, like beneficial more than the other one. Only one disadvantage that comes out with the anaerobic respiration, which is producing some type of acids, we call it lactic acids, instead of the carbon dioxide that being produced by normal respiration. And this lactic acid, when it's found inside your muscles, it's a toxic material. And if you find that you are doing a huge amount of exercising, you can find that your muscles are hurting up. It makes aches for you. He said here the anaerobic respiration can't carry on at full speed for more than a couple of minutes. So when the runner stops, they carry on breathing fast, and the extra oxygen that removes the lactic acid from your muscles helps the muscles to be recovered because it keeps aching you for a longer period of time. This is the idea, and your task today is to answer the questions from 1 to number 10 inside this page. If you find the answers already finished,